I've got it 116, 114. Same winner, though. Yafai had his moments, but that's all they were, Joe. It was single punches. Whenever he landed a good, clean shot, it was all. He didn't step back and admire his work. He didn't do that, but he didn't seem to be able to follow up.
No, he couldn't get out.
I'm about 10 minutes behind. I was having some issues with my Dazn app. First issue I ever had signing in. But they about to rob this man. I already know the results. I was disgusted. Khalid Yafai should be losing this fight tonight. In fact, let me do this just in case. That's him right there talking to Eddie. But I don't know what to say. I don't know how they came up with these cards. I can't wait to listen to the judges. I feel bad for Israel. Really bad for Israel Gonzalez. I remember covering him when he had fought German in Cajas and got, you know, pretty much shut out. Hold on. I'm fucking my shit up here. Hold on. I'm fucking my shit up. Hold on me 1 minute. So let's listen to the cards. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.
There's a little bit of giving for world champions. But that Gonzalez came in there tonight to rip the title away. He did his best. And that should be reflected in the scorecards now. Let's see.
You want to go over, look. Well, I think we're just about ready. Is Yafai going to get away with one, or is the belt changing hands?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in Monaco, we go to the judges' scorecards. Giuseppe Quarterone, 117 to 111. Gustavo Padilla and Jean-Robert Lane both scored the bout 116 to 112. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated and still the WBA Super Flyweight Champion of the world.
Yafai winning that fight 117-111.
Look, he out of there. Look. He has every right to leave.
That's a stunner. That's not a man celebrating either.
He has every right to leave.
Got away with one tonight. It was, to be fair to the judges, a lot of those rounds were what you like rounds. But, really.
Khalid Yafai didn't win that fight. Let's listen to his post-fight interview. And Israel Gonzalez, I know whoever his team is, they don't likely have enough stroke in this in boxing, in this sport, to be able to go to commissions, especially the WBA of all people, and ask for them to, you know, do an investigation. Hold on, wait, let's listen to him. Well, I can't do that, but we can listen to him.
Do you think you had done enough? It looked like a fairly nervous corner there at the readout of the scores.
Yeah, I thought I'd done enough. I thought the scores were a bit wide, but I thought I 100% thought I'd won. You know, I was the whole fight, and yeah, I just wasn't busy enough. Felt a bit sloppy tonight. Yeah, so I've got to be better than that.
You told us at the press conference that you wanted to win, but make a statement to get those unification fights. Is that perhaps where the disappointment comes, that you didn't make the statement that you wanted?
Yeah, I never made the statement I wanted to, and yeah, I'm disappointed in my performance. I'm not happy with that at all. But I won. I keep my title, and I'll go back to the drawing board. And
not bad. Let me get rid of this.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, winning is ultimately what matters, but Cal's obviously disappointed in his performance. Can you secure those unification fights next? What are the chances?
Sure, yeah, I think he was a bit flat. I mean, I thought the scorecards flattered him. He gave away a couple of sloppy rounds. I thought he won the fight by 2 rounds, but you know, he's better than that. And I think we need to move forward for those big fights, because there is a danger of him becoming a little bit stale. You know, that's another voluntary defence. You know, tough. This is a business. You've got to go out there and produce a workmanlike performance. He boxed well tonight, but nowhere near to the levels he could do. And I think maybe he's at that stage in his career where he needs those big tests and those big challenges and risks to bring the best out of him. That must be next. It must be. Whether it's Gonzalez or whether it's unification fights, if we don't make them now, he may miss the boat on those big fights. So he didn't get lucky tonight, because I thought he just deserved to win. but the scorecards flattered him. He's still world champion, but he must be in those big fights come spring next year, and they will be in America because that's where the money is for Yafai, and the big fights are going to be. Whether it's Rungvisai, whether it's Gonzalez, whether it's Ankarjas, they're the tests he needs now, because if we don't make them now, I think we may look back and think we've missed the boat a little bit, and we can't afford performances like that against opponents he should be beating more comfortably and losing everything he's worked for without diving into those risks. So those risks must come next. For now, well done, still world champion, but next year, the next fight must be a major, major test and challenge for Yafai, in my opinion.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, Cal.
Let me mute that. Listen, we got to get to the next fight, so we can't be here too much longer. I don't think he's going to get Rungvisai. Rungvisai is and Kajas are on a collision course, it seems. Nietes is going to be fighting somebody very soon. I believe it's this guy right here for the WBO title. And also Francisco Estrada is the mandatory. And Kajas is top rank on ESPN. Rungvisai is with Tom Loeffler when he fights, on American soil for the most part. And then 118, they're in the World Boxing Super Series. And the World Boxing Super Series is not going to be over until, no later than the summer of next time. So, Khalid, Yafai, they got to make some moves. Who's he going to fight? You got Chocolatito out there. And put it this way. If Tom Loeffler brings the Superfly Series and Golovkin to the zone, then options open up for Khalid Yafai. But in Kajas and Rungvisai makes the most sense in the division. But the money is on the zone in this case. And it's hard to see Bob Arum and they did it recently for Maurice Hooker and Alex Saucedo, but it was because of a purse bid where they had to work together, or their fighter was going to lose the title. The zone's fighter, Eddie Hearn's fighter, Maurice Hooker, was going to lose the title. So he went over to uncharted territory to win the belt. But when there's two titles on the line in a unification, there's no purse bid. Unless it's the WBC and they do something unprecedented like they did with Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson when Kovalev turned down the purse bid. We'll see, though. I got to get back to this card. I just don't think that Gonzalez team has enough stroke to go out there and, protest that. They got to. But it's the WBA, and they, Please subscribe. I'll links to my social media right down below in the description box. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.